Yeah, here we go. Brothers and sisters, we are so pleased to be with you today. We actually have a wonderful, marvelous program for you. It's a two-part series. Uh, we Part of us are down in Utah, Alabama. We're going to be broadcasting live from Utah, Alabama with Bishop Luke Edwards. Mama Moshe is actually on the case. She is in Utah, Alabama at the organization called Reach. They are a group of brothers and sisters led by Bishop Luke Edwards who got together, maybe 40 years ago or more. And just to make a long story short, uh, Bishop one day asked his parishioners if he could stop preaching and jumping and hollering and shouting, uh, over the seats and all that stuff, and began to teach the Word of God as opposed to just, preaching. And they said yes. And so he began to organize them in both an economic and a spiritual way. And these brothers and sisters accumulated more than 5,000 acres of land. They bought a mall, they bought hotels, gas stations. They just did it all. They had farms and everything else. They built their own town, everything. So we want to look at what they actually did as a model for what we should be doing today. That's going to be from now, 1 o'clock, until about 2:30. Then we're going to be looking at Milton Automati, who's going to be talking about the great works of Sheikh Anta Diop. And then after that, we're going back to Bishop Luke Edwards down in Utah, Alabama, for a personal visit with him. But first, I'm going to show you a documentary on Reach, Bishop Luke Edwards, and what those brothers and sisters actually did and are still doing. And then we're going to have the interview in part two. So here we go. Let's have it.
The house belongs to you.
In other words, you get a house to the people once it's finished?
Yeah, they built it.
And they own it?
They own it. By their sweat and their brows were built.
Now,
all right.
What are y'all doing here?
Okay, what we have here, we got 20 acres of land that we are developing now. And what we got in mind, we got the truck stop in mind, we got the hotel, we got our own restaurant, and what we also plan on doing is bringing in a couple of more franchises. Just for an example, like McDonald's and Taco Bell, not to go into franchise with them, but lease the land or lease a spot out to them where they help pull the highway traffic off. So now look over here to my right, we right off the interstate. There's two major interstates, Interstate 20 and Interstate 59. They run about 150 close to 200 miles together. So we have the convenience of two interstates. And this 20 acres of land we standing on here is already bought, already paid for. So now we get ready to develop it. And the old African proverb said no man can stand unless he stand on his own land.
Tell me a little bit you got a lot of equipment here. What are you trying to do in terms of your own construction company?
Well, what we have our own construction company, and this is only a part of the machinery. This is one of the earth movers. If we use it, it takes the topsoil off. It kind of take the top of the ground off 2 or 3 inches, how much ever they take down. It also used to dig catfish ponds. This one of the dump trucks here. Of course, you've seen the dozer. We have another machinery further back in the back, a track loader, but this is only just a part of the machinery. Now we also have all the machinery that we need. We got 2 cranes, a 30-ton and a 12-ton crane. So just only just a part of the machinery. But this just the starting off of it right here. He finna start that thing up. You ain't gonna be here nothing when he start that thing up.
Go ahead, start it up. I want to get a little picture of it.
The battery came in now? Oh, you on? I might get jump with your hand.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, now that's one of the that's one of the medium-sized dozer that we have. Because you see the backhoe. Now all the machinery that you're looking at now is already bought and paid for, and see that is one of the costs of the construction company is the machinery. See, if you have the machinery and you have the land, then you have no problem with the development. That's all you need.
Now you were saying on the move.
Right. See right now, when you go out, if you go up north, you go out east, and you go out west, you're gonna find that mostly everything is already locked in. Of course, we know the Caucasian already got it. Then you got the Arabs, you got the Chinese, you got the Japanese, and now here down south, we got 5 states. That's Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Arkansas. In these 5 states, we look at them as being virgin states because you got an opportunity and a chance, the black man do, if you make a move and get together and operate and work together. Because the problem that we're having now is they bringing the Mexicans in, and you got them in the plants, you got them in the construction company, and ain't about fault but ours. Now we keep on blaming people saying white man this, white man that, but now had it not been for the white man taking care of it, look, he growing the corn, he growing the tomatoes, he providing the jobs, but we blame him. We blame him, we talk about him, but the man feeds us every day. So it's time for us to quit blaming the other man and pull together and come together and work together, and we can do it. These 5 states now, you don't have the big problem with the water board, with the fire department. You don't have no problem with all these different laws and restrictions. If you can find you some land out in the country, out in the county, you can just about build what you want to build. But you know, out north, out in California, out in New York, out in Texas, you got this restriction, that restriction. You got to get approval on this, approval on that. You might have to get 40 or 50 write-offs before you even break the ground. But down south, if you can get your land and begin to develop it, you can get ahead of the ball game. But now we ain't got many years left to make a move.
Now you said they're bringing Mexicans in by the what?
They bringing Mexicans in by the busload. If you go to construction site jobs now, you see them. If you go to the plants now, you see them. And you don't see no 1 or 2. And they are taking the jobs from the black. If the blacks don't make no moves soon, you're going to find them going back to the back door again.
Now you say y'all got some fish farms?
Well, that's what we have on our agenda. But now we do have some fish ponds. And these fish ponds, they just ponds that we have dug ourselves over the years. And we're going to use them to stock our other ponds. We're going to begin to dig those ponds pretty soon. But now if we wait long enough, we'll be able to buy the other man's catfish farm.
Right.
It's the primary reason why black folk don't seem to come together. What is it? And how have y'all been able to come together?
Well, how we came together is not an easy task, not an easy job. It's gonna take a leader. It's gonna take a people that is willing to make the sacrifices. And we call it a short-time sacrifice for a long-term gain. Now, one of the primary reasons down through the years, even back as far as I know, we have been taught and have been bred against each other. We always have looked up to the other man. We always depended upon the other man. But now, if you look, even in the Oscars on the other night, you had some outstanding blacks that proved one thing, that we can go to the top. If you give us a fair shake or a fair break in anything, we'll go to the top. But now we are our worst enemy because we're going to fight each other. We're not going to trust each other. And that was inbred and that was taught to us. But now's the time to put it all down on the side and come together and work together.
All right.
Vision of people past.
build one another's houses?
Well, we'll get a chance to see them houses. I'm gonna take you out there and let you walk around. And these are 3 and 4 bedrooms. We got 50-some acres of land out there, and we put up a convention center. So we'll get a chance to see the houses and the convention center today.
And you build your own houses?
We had them built. We contract the job out to 2 other young black contractors, and we did a lot of the inside work. They did more or less the hull, the frame, and everything. And none of our people pay rent. They don't pay gas. They don't pay light because we're doing it for ourselves. It's like a family. We all have made the sacrifice. We all come and pull our resources together. So we build our house. We move in the house. I mean, why pay your own self rent? The house belongs to you.
In other words, you get a houses to the people once it's finished?
Yeah, they built it.
And they own it?
They own it. By their sweat and their brows were built.
Let's go see them houses. Where you from, young man?
I'm from Brooklyn, East New York.
You're from Brooklyn, New York?
Brooklyn, East New York.
Well, how'd you get down here?
I got down here through Pastor Butler.
How long you been here?
I've been here approximately 4 years.
And so far, what have you encountered here with the work and what they're doing? What do you have to say?
I learned a lot of economic empowerment. I learned, that when you work together, you can accomplish anything. Because, like Mr. Dawson said one time in Bible class, he said that a guy had 7 boys, and he had them all. They all had sticks, and he showed him, said, try to break this big stick. So he told him one at a time. So one at a time they tried to break the stick and they couldn't break it. But he told them all to get together and break it. And when they got together and broke it, he told them, said, if I hit you with 5 of my fingers, it won't be no kind of impact. It might hurt, but it won't hurt as bad if I hit you with my fist. And he said together, in unity, that's strength. And that's how I learned something down here. And I learned with the love of God. It's like that, how, you know what I'm saying, brotherly love, like the Bible said, love covers a multitude of sin and stuff like that. And it's amazing how, how getting together, not just blacks, but everybody getting together and just doing the will of God is just awesome. It's just a privilege and an honor to be here.
Now, do you have your own home down here?
Sir?
Do you have your own home?
Yes, sir. I'm a resident on the Holy Land.
And you own your own home?
Oh, no, I'm not. I own 23 of them on the site, but I don't stay in every last one of them.
You own
23, yeah. But see, I don't occupy now. Some of the married couples occupy. I'm single. Since I'm single, you have like a dormitory on the Holy Land. I'm a resident dormitory on the Holy Land.
Now,
Yeah, we just did
where you from?
Brooklyn.
How long you been here?
About 6-7 years.
And what has your experience been?
Oh, real good. I learned how to run all this equipment and stuff, air conditioning units and stuff like that for the Lord and the saints.
Who taught you?
That man right there,
Mr. Dawson.
Mr. Dawson, the fella taking y'all around.
Well, I be there. Now, you said about history.
It's so good, not just to, be in history, but that you making history also. It's good to be in history, but to also be making it at the same time, I think that's awesome. That's great. And to be here with black men, strong black men, with minds. I have never, at the age of 18, I got the opportunity to help design a truck stop, help design a convention center. These are the kind of opportunities that wasn't open up to me when I was in New York City.
Y'all, this is gonna be a convention center?
No, this is gonna be a truck stop right here.
Oh, but you're gonna do a convention center?
Yes, sir. On a site, Ms. also gonna show it to you. We designed a convention center.
No. Now, tell me about the place we are now.
Okay, what we at now, we have one of our convenience stores. This town is called Demopolis, Alabama. And we are sitting right here now out on West 80. And here we have a convenience store. We have your home-cooked vegetables inside. We also have a fast food restaurant inside. We also have a Greyhound bus station, not a bus stop. It's a bus station. That's where the bus have to stop. A lot of people are off to come inside and eat, do a little shopping. And they also have the Western Union here. So we have about 6 businesses right here in this location. And it's all owned and operated by our folks. So we give brother some gas here. I cut along. He got what about paying for. He with us. We're gonna fill them up. We're gonna fill them up. And now the gas pumps here, we own the gas tanks. We own the gas pumps. So we get a bigger percentage of the pay than the normal 3 cent, 4 cent. We get a bigger percentage because we own the gas pumps and the gas tanks. And all of it's computerized on the inside. Tell you how much gas you got in the tank. It's in the ground. We also sell diesel fuel here also.
What you say, Linwood?
Home, we are home, we are home. Oh.
That particular Sunday, after that day there, we moved over. From that day forward, been going the way it been going. You got to catch them. Don't ask nobody.
I'm just.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing marvelous and wonderful. How y'all doing?
Fine, how are you? Fine.
Good. Food looks awful good.
No, we are. No, only thing holding us here is just...
He's doing the right thing. See, one name there, you gotta get it yourself. So right here, they have the buffet style. It's the home cooked meals. Now we put this in ourselves. This wasn't in the store. We purchased the store. So this what we put in, and it went on. They do a super business here, and also it also provide food for the bus station. So when the bus come in, they have to stop here. I think it was 15 minutes and allow the people to get off, buy food. But now all the bus drivers, they love it. They love it. Well, see, you have a main hub in Atlanta, and this is a main route to go over to Jackson on out to Texas, and in the opposite direction, like this way. So now, they say that the talk of the route used to be Jackson, Mississippi, but that didn't change. Now the talk of the hub in Atlanta is this place here now. The food is good, the atmosphere is good, the people is good, so they love to stop here now, even the bus drivers.
Thank you. You guys forgive me emotionally, but I'm seeing a miracle.
Next door, they got another sandwich shop next door.
Oh. You can buy the bus tickets here too?
Yeah, we sell tickets here. And this is the bus station. Also do Western Union here also. So if you don't want your vegetables or whatever, you come on this side. You have to order the sandwich. Hamburger or your fish sandwich. Mr. B.
A lot of young people work.
Training. That's what we got to do. We got to train our children. Well, you know, if you're gonna take them off the judge, you're gonna take them off the street. You gotta give them something in return. In other words, if you take something from them and don't get nothing in return, how have you helped them? You haven't helped them at all. So they in training.
It's like them in trouble. That's all you do.
Hey, don't run.
How y'all doing?
We're doing just fine.
He's one of the main cooks.
Trying to get a picture of y'all.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you, look at them. Oh, I tell you. Yes, sir.
What the brother was saying is that I asked him, I said, how do you pay them? You pay them? And he said, no, they own it. They own us.
What do we have need of? We have need of clothes. You're going to see the clothes in a few minutes. We have a need about you're going to buy a house for you. The house is built. You don't need to pay no rent, no light bill, no gas bill.
We have a utopian economy.
So what would you need it for?
You have a utopian economy.
Now, well, we do have employees, and we do pay our employees. But the people that is a part of the organization, that's with the organization, that's part of the organization, it is the organization, they will have no need to get paid. We do everything ourselves, we do everything together. So just like an owner. If you own a barber shop, the man that owns the barber shop don't pay himself. Whatever he need, he got the money already. He got what he need to get what he need with.
You got that something? You get in the book?
Oh, Lord, that's just
I know you ain't supposed to send your iron back already.
No, I'm coming out of luggage.
All right. How much is that cake, by the way?
50 cents.
50 cents.
Yeah.
All right. That is unbelievable price for a cake.
Oh, yeah.
Real quiet, government. That's part of our creed. We got the creed in our office. Why takeover?
Why takeover?
Why revolution?
All right.
Now I'm gonna put my food down, man. Okay, this is our shopping center.
Mm-hmm.
And well, that's the back of it right there, but that's a little Chinese restaurant. We in foreign affairs. He pay us rent too. And then let's come out in the front. Let's come out in the front of the van.
Now where? Say that again.
Okay, we in the Demopolis still. If you look on the side of the building, it's a complete auto service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have our car service there. They do anything from a tune-up to an alignment. They do all the whole work. We'll go inside the shop in a few minutes, and you see where it said clearance sale on the particular building right there. Okay, we have our own business in that part of there. That used to be an old Walmart, but now we own the whole shopping center. And as you come down the sidewalk, you'll see where it's a Royal Boutique. Those two clothing places there, they're also our own business, where we operate and we run. Now you see the Dollar General, they're a customer. They lease out to us. They pay us. And Piggly Wiggly also, they also lease out to us. Or we lease out to them, rather. They pay us. So they are paying customers. So we're gonna go into the boutique shop and go down to the Heritage Mart, and we're gonna go over to the car care center. That way you get a chance to look inside the businesses.
All right.
Our Fortune 500.
Now, what you said again?
The clothing store, the Royal Boutique, the clothes in here, we really need to be in an area like New York, because these clothes here are part of the Fortune 500.
Do you make them?
No, we haven't bought. We bought some by the truckload, and God blessed us with, I would say 2 U-Haul fulls. God bless us with them. We got a mind of going into the clothing business. We bought the first section in the Royal Boutique. We bought a clothing store out, a boutique shop out, and we wondered how we gonna continue on in the business, for maintaining the clothing, and God opened the door up for us. We went and got another load, which is about 4 times as much as in the Royal Boutique, and then we also have a promise that we'll be getting clothes probably every other month. So God gonna supply them for us. And these are no shabby stuff. You'll see when you get inside. You gotta have, some of these outfits around from $300 to $400. So, this is the Royal Boutique. Sister Barbara, there she is. I think I have somebody knock camera shine here.
Oh, my goodness.
What I wrong? That big old smile. But you can see she's busy.
Yeah, I'm trying.
But you can see the clothing in here is part of the Fortune 500. Very nice outfits, very nice gowns and dresses. And you're talking about a deal of the century. You come in here and get you a deal you can't believe. I'm talking about outfits that run you $300 to $400, and we can really get you a good deal, a really good deal. And there's nothing wrong with our folks looking their best.
I thought that was you.
Huh?
Yeah.
She worked there, but this is her place here. Yeah, she fixed all this up.
Yeah, you did?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is marvelous.
Well, thank
this
you.
Is marvelous.
Quit hiding behind that.
No, it just feels funny, when somebody have you on the camera like this. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is fix up because it's prom season, and Easter all together. So I'm trying to fix some gowns for them and work on some pretty spring colors and everything.
Oh, this is marvelous. I'm telling you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. God has been good to us.
Yes,
And
sir.
we just love to try to upgrade all the time. That's what we basically like to do, is just work in here. It's so peaceful. I just keep joy, and your God continues to give me ideas,
Yeah.
on how to work with it.
All right.
Excuse me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Maybe they'll see something in here.
You were saying you got leather?
Yeah, we have genuine leather over here. I got lamb leather, and I got bobcat leather, and different types of. That's what I'll tell you about my African attire is over right in here. I have a little section here. This is my work table. I'm doing my prom dresses, so this is the work table here. But I have a section for my black hair, that in there, and I did real good in February with this. And this is a market that there's not a lot of down here in this part. So I have people coming from Huntsville, Alabama, because you got the big space station and the colleges and universities up there. Then I have people from all over Alabama. They're doing now once a month or sometimes twice a month. They have Black History in their churches, and so then I put out the little that I have left. They come and get that. And over here, this is some of my plus sizes on this side. But this is the leather that I was telling you about. As you see, God has been very good to us.
Yes, my goodness.
Yeah, see, that's that tomcat leather. And this here is lamb leather here.
Take that out. Let me get a look at that.
Okay.
Look for something
So
for my
you can
wife here.
Looking right there. Either she want to go, got the gold. And some of these are pantsuits, and this is a skirt though. And I got it in yellow. Look at this black and white here. That's beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
God has really been good to us.
How much is something like that?
Okay, now this here I think it's like, basically this here leather is run me about, okay, this here runs $7.99 for the 2-piece, but its half price would be like $4 with tax, or something with tax. But then some of it, like these pants here, where I have the no sale ticket on here, this is bobcat leather. These $100 because they already been discounted in my buying. They were discounted already. But some of them, like some of these skirts, leather. This is genuine leather. Okay, now it sells for $85. Just the skirt. Then I got another one just like it almost, but different types of leather. Like this one here. This is your lamb leather. This skirt will run you $2.79. See what I'm saying? It's different types, and I'm learning that. Plus, I have a book that I can order just so much from too.
Here, this is so beautiful.
And that's the top, the top to that part up there. Then I want to turn this white leather around too. That's a white leather pantsuit right there.
Lord have mercy. The real deal.
Real deal. God is
And that's
good.
your African stuff up there?
And that's my African. What I got left. Now this is one almost similar to what you have on right there.
Yes.
See? And there was some pants. I don't know what happened to my pants that went on there. On it.
Now this is your more
Yeah.
formal stuff.
Yeah, my
This-
very formal for get-togethers, anytime wear.
Yeah.
And I got the suede here, all my suede. God has given me a line of everything.
Yes, Lord.
And I even got
This stuff.
I got a little fox in here. Just a little mink. Just one left. But one thing for sure is we're not just trying to give them some say a little nothing. I call this the Joyce Meyer suits. Because she made those famous. And a lot of people, I think that's pretty to me. And let me show you my King Rap suit. You know that's just beautiful. And right here, and all them fancy things that different people. This is the exotic creations.
And on the further end is the automotive department. We are a Delta tire distributor.
Delta Tire Distributor.
Right, we distribute Delta tires. That's on the end, and you're not gonna find nobody in town that can beat our tire prices. And that's no talk. That's facts. Because we are a distributor. They didn't have nobody in this particular area. And can you imagine coming to us to be a distributor down south? So that lets you know we must have a good track record.
Yes, sir.
And the man gonna let you handle his tires and stuff. You know, no, not like that. How you doing?
It's all right.
Yeah, they are. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
Don't you go nowhere. This is one of Sister Barbara's daughter. When you met,
Yeah.
it's one of her daughters here. And the other young lady that was in the other. But they got a good line of tires. They sell different brands of tires.
Mm-hmm.
This Mr. Armstead. How are you, sir? He's
How you doing, Mr.
county
Armstead?
commissioner in this area here. He's a great friend of ours. He's a good man.
Don't tell him that now. You might have to back up from there. You might have to back up from there.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Just let me get a little bit of that.
No.
Oh, you don't want to put that on?
Hey, Matt.
This is our
Matt.
shop area.
You need that water?
We have most of the modern equipment in here. We have all computer to work. We work any type of cars that you need to work. This shop consists of the racks, the alignment racks, and all of this, of course, is over here. We go from here. This is one of our employees. This is Matt.
How you doing, man?
Matt is one of our mechanics.
My pleasure.
All right.
Good.
All
Good
right.
to see you.
Up on this rack now, this is one of y'all trucks up here.
I already got it.
Right, yeah. They're doing a front end job alignment on this truck. Mm-hmm. But it has some other problems, so we're gonna have to go through that truck. We're gonna take it down because it's holding up the rack right now. Mm-hmm. We go from here, we go over to the other side of the building.
Oh, you got another side?
This is the part where we do most of the engines. We got the engines and all in here. And of course, this is the part where we put the limo when we work on it from up at the center. Mm-hmm. This is the big part over here. This is the trucks right now that belongs to the company. Mm-hmm. And we're putting the engine in there. So when we get the big jobs that's going to take time, we come over here and we work with those over here. So when it don't interfere with the tires and the alignments and everything that we do over there. Mm-hmm. So when we get the real big job, we bring them over here and do that.
These trucks are y'all's. Everything out here.
Everything out here belongs to us. These are our trucks.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you, y'all doing all right.
We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
It takes a lot of commitment because of
It
why?
takes a lot of commitment because black people hadn't came to the reality that we can do business with black people. And it's hard to make them realize. So we have to be really committed. We have to go far and beyond to let them know that we're a business like other businesses are. We're a minority, we're black people, but we do the same service that the white people give. Mm-hmm. And that's why it takes such a commitment. We have to take a lot of talk about criticism, but we can stand that. We just stay here and work. And usually the one that criticizes usually be the first one to come back and said, I'm sorry. So it's good. It's working out real good.
We out here.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. We are right here out on the side of the road, looking over the farmland, and you can see some of the cattle back in the background there. Just grazing and having their evening meal. But we're gonna get a chance maybe next time. Brother get a chance to come down. We get a chance to see some more of the cows. We also have some of the exotic birds from the ostriches. And on the next time around, we'll get a chance to see more farmland.
All right. Good. Excellent.
All right.
Land itself is beautiful.
You can get out. Okay. We're gonna get out and walk around, man.
I just want to get, I show you.
That's the service that our office provides. Now we're at the building site. Mm-hmm. You can see down the street, we have 14 houses on my left side here, and all those houses there are occupied already with members of the church. And some of those houses are 3-bedroom and some are 4 bedrooms. And on your right-hand side, you can't see many of them, but on this side, we also have another 14 plus, not 14, I'm sorry. We got 7 houses on this side, plus the big tall building is a church, and we have a mansion beside it for our elderly. So we'll get a chance to go in there. And like I said earlier, nobody pay rent, gas, or water bill. They don't know what the water bill is because we're building it ourselves and we're building it for ourselves. So we're gonna go out here. Got some more machinery out here. We got semi trucks. We got the trailer, and it's just an overshot that you're getting right now. But further back in the back is where the convention center gonna be built. So we're gonna take a walk out here. We took that hill down and hauled the dirt across the field to make a pad for the convention center.
Now, what's this here?
Okay, this one of our latest purchase. It's a crane, it's a 30-ton crane, and it has an outreach about 120 feet. So we have it for our jobs, and we also be leasing it out. That thing there, just a setup fee for the first couple of hours. It's a setup fee now is around about $300. To leave here and then go to a job, you're talking about $300 before you even lift up anything. Just to move and set up to work.
Now that ground thing down there, that's y'all's too?
Yeah, everything out here you see is bought and paid for. That's one of our farm tractors, and behind it they call it a sheep foot. That's what you roll over the road and help pack the road, and help pack the ground, and help pack your foundation. Now, over here you see another dozer, another front end loader, and your tanks, and this part of the steel that goes to the building. Now, you look straight ahead, you can get an oversight of your posts that have been set up. We more or less running 2 jobs at a time. You seen the earlier site where they was breaking the ground up for the truck stop and everything?
Yeah.
So you get an oversight, you can see your posts to where the convention center is going to be built. And that it's going to be 214, I think, by 150.
How many people would that hold?
We getting a rough guess about around 5,000 probably comfortably. It all depends on how much you put on the inside. So we don't know quite exactly how much space we're going to take up on the inside.
You were telling me what you've done?
Okay, what we've done here, we have truly lifted the ceiling. We move all the barriers for our people. See, the young men, the young women, the old men, here, they don't have no excuse because there's nobody here to hold them back. If a young man want to be a truck driver, he want to be a heavy equipment operator, if a young girl want to be an office secretary, they got the opportunity to have the chance. And they don't have to practice on the other man's job. They can practice on their own job. So if you want to learn how to drive heavy equipment, you want to learn how to be a truck driver, you want to learn how to be a secretary or a construction worker or whatever, the opportunity is here. And this is the difference in our kids and the other man's kids. Because, see, they always had a place to be trained. See, the Bible tells us to train up a child in the way he should go. Where are you going to train him? They have a vocational training school, but now who do they train you to work for? Do they train you to go out here and build your own thing, or they train you to work on somebody else's job? They train you to work on somebody else's job. They're never going to teach you or train you how to go out, set up, operate, and own your own business.
Yes, sir.
But here, it's proven that it can be done by working together. There's no young man here, there's no young lady here that is held back. Not bragging or pat myself on the back, there's nothing wrong with it though.
Yeah.
I'm a minister, and I operate from the pulpit all the way to the back door, all the way to outside of the church. I drive every machinery we have. I do heating and cooling. I do plumbing. I do ministry work for us counseling. I have worked in the restaurant. I have worked in the motel. I have worked in every phase of this organization, and I'm just 41 years old.
41.
So that's just an idea of letting you know what you can do over here. It don't stop you.
Yes, sir.
In other words, when you get so far in the other man's world, he tell you you can't go no further.
Yes, sir.
Can't go no further. But over here in our world,
You go with me like these trees. They don't
like the
never
tree-
stop.
That's what they say, the sky's the limit.
Limit. Yes,
And,
sir.
and
Yes, sir.
you look up there, bro, you don't see no end.
That's right.
It's 214 feet long, 150 feet wide. We estimate that we saying around 5,000 or 6,000 people comfortably, but we're not quite sure how much of inside space we're gonna take up.
Okay.
Because you got to put your podium, you got to do your chairs, you got to do your tables, so we don't really know how much of space we're gonna take up.
Sure.
But we want to at least be able to take in 5,000 or 6,000.
1,000 people. Yeah.
Because you're talking about 15,000 to 18,000 square feet. That's for 5,000 or 6,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
And you have more than that, but like I said,
Now everything I see out
all
here,
paid for. Every house out here is paid for. When the bricklayer finished laying the bricks, when the guy finished putting the houses up, we paid him. He gone. Can't no banker come in here and say that we got a lien on it. Can't no corporation come in and say they got a lien on it. There's no words.
coming this way.
There's no words. Now you see the back of the big house. That's the back of the mansion. It's a 13-bedroom, 7-bathroom house. We built it for our elderly. We have a group in their 60s, but now they all doing good. We have a mixture that stay. You have young ladies that stay there. We have some older ladies that stay in there right now.
Sure.
But we get a chance to look inside. But now you know how most people serve the church all their day. When they get old, they go to retirement home.
Yeah.
Not here. We take care of them. We got our brother that come out and cut the lawns. Other young man come out and cut the lawns. He just started yesterday, I think. So they gotta worry all about your lawn being cut. We got a group of guys that gonna take care of that. All you gotta do is send the paper on the ground, pick it up and put it in the trash can.
Mm-hmm. Now this is a senior citizen home.
Yeah, you can put it right in the handful. You can put it right in the handful.
Charge up the battery. Bring that other one too, because I'm gonna put one on charge and you know that blue.
Yes, sir. How you doing? Yes, I met you before. It appears that I met you before.
Yeah, may have been.
Look for a minute. Has he been here before? Oh, no, this is the first time coming in. Oh, okay. It's probably someone else.
Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful.
Okay, this is the mansion. And you got a master bedroom on that's behind you here, and this is the living room area.
Oh, it's a mansion, all right.
You have bedrooms all the way down the hallway, and you have 3 restrooms on this hallway. They are full bath. They're full bath. You got so you got 3 full baths on this side. You can see that dog, you cut the light off for you. That was on this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 3 full baths on this hallway.
This is marvelous.
So each room has its own closet, their own little bedroom and everything. And then the beautiful part about the house, it has its own clinic. Its own clinic. The whirlpool, a little exercising machine, got your little hospital bed. So it got its own little clinic within the house. Now, we don't preach this, but just in case somebody don't have quite enough faith, we got the clinic set up for them too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the main thing is taking care of our own.
Yeah.
You have a person that served the church all their days when they're young. When they get older, they get sent to a retirement home, and they're being taken care of for a paycheck. But here we feel like that when you have served the church and get to a place, it's time for the church to give back to you or to serve you. So this is our main purpose of having this particular house built, and this is just the first one. The
Plan on building more?
Yes, sir. The Bible tells you in my Father's house there's many mansions. But now everybody want to die to get it. Why can't you live and get it? He was a former deacon. He passed, but he was a former deacon. He was a great man. So we creating our own Hall of Fame. Let me cut the light on. That's one of the older Motorball Hall of Fame. They have different Hall of Fame. That's Sister Hinton. She was another great woman in the church. Helped get this thing started. And also right here is Mother Spencer. She was another great one. You know about them great women you talked about earlier?
Yeah,
These
these queen mothers.
That's right. You can tell by her face that she's seen some hard days.
Yeah.
But she one of the one that taught Bishop about farming. That's right. She went talking about kind of giving them information and some know-how, some physical know-how about the farm.
That fireplace is beautiful. Is it
There's a
live?
bathroom for
Yeah.
I mean, that fireplace.
It's gas. We got a gas burner.
Mm-hmm.
But now, you couldn't tell that stone job was a first-time job, could you?
Sure couldn't. You
First
telling me that?
The brother did that with his first stone job. That's how much. That's like I tried to tell you earlier. We don't have no limitations. You can practice your gift. We got the material. If he didn't do quite a good job, it's his fireplace. But you can tell he's done a beautiful job.
He sure did. And this is the dining area.
That's the eating area, dining area.
You got a light for it?
We plan on putting in a 24-hour salad bar and a fruit bar.
Ah, a 24-hour salad bar and a fruit bar.
That's for that. We gonna have everything they need. Hey, can you carry this home with you? This is my better hand.
Hi, how are you doing?
That's my better hand.
All right. Y'all get over there together and put the light.
Yeah, this is my better hand. Yeah, for 20-some years. 21. She better like she's 20 years old, don't she?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Now, I want to tell you, you got a great husband here.
Really?
She helps me out. She keeps me in line.
Yeah, you got a great husband. Wonderful.
He gave me love.
It is good.
Black history. You know who need to see it, don't you? Old man Chad. Oh, he don't mind. I said, he's for Bishop. I think he got some more for Bishop right there. I'm showing old man Chad. I got a little boy that's 4 years old. He's a master.
Oh, my. And this is what the bedrooms look like.
This is the master bedroom. Now, all of them won't quite have all of this in it yet. But this is the way they're all going to look. Okay, this is the master bedroom here. This is the only room that has the bathroom inside. Now, when we build more of these, then we're going to put more bedrooms if need be. You might have a couple of cases where they need the bathroom in the bedroom.
And this is the kitchen.
It's the kitchen. But we preaching good health and prosperity.
All right, there you go.
All right. Not there. That's his second stone job. We didn't put a whole lot of big cooking machinery in here because we're not going to do a lot of heavy cooking over here. But most everything they need, we got the restaurants to bring it in. So we just got a little oven and a little microwave. And a whole lot of no cooking and nothing like that. You hear the noise back in the back. They got their own laundry room, their own washers and dryers. So you don't have to worry about anything. They done served the church, and now the church is taking care of them. That's the sign you seen earlier. This where they conduct the business for each, where they do the copies, the IDs, and all that kind of those lines.
Oh, this is wonderfully beautiful.
Stephanie, you in there?
Yes.
Hi, Steph.
So that's one of our young ladies that's being trained. As I said, they get hands-on experience.
Yeah, right.
This is the sanctuary. This is our sanctuary. We got the balcony upstairs. 150, but we don't have it full. And you got your balcony upstairs, and this room in the middle, we put it there with the intent of audio and video. We haven't really started using it yet. We used it a couple of times, but we want to really get it set up just for that purpose. If you smile, you got the camera. Now this one definitely not a camera shot.
Well.
Look at here.
Bishop, I hear so much about you.
Listen.
Us.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for being us.
All right.
There's no other way out. We have it open.
It's a pyramid.
That's what it is. I told him this is a horizontal pyramid. This man has created Maya right here.
Mm-hmm.
We have created Maya right here. I know Brashan would be crazy to death to see something like this.
Problem is, black folk don't want to build down nobody.
That's what they're gonna have to find out. They got to.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I know that can
Yeah. Spirit got it, man. That's it. That man has so much wisdom.
Okay. I started not to do that. All right, where are we? Okie dokie. All right. I need to bring y'all back to the farmland here. Okay. Uh-huh.
I know Brashan would be crazy to death to see something like this.
Problem is, black folk don't want to build down nobody.
That's what they're gonna have to find out. They got to.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I know that can
Yeah. Spirit got it, man. That's it.
Okay, sorry about that. We had a, a little break in the video there. Let me try to get back to the community where they actually have built and show that to you. So quite a beautiful community. So let me see why I'm not working the way it's supposed to. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to talk it through. So at at 6 o'clock today, 5 o'clock today, we're going to be speaking directly with Bishop Luke Edwards. And there are a couple other pieces I want to show you um, with him and how he got started so he can tell you about it himself. The thing that we need to look at right now is to know that this was in 19, what you're looking at actually goes all the way back to 1990, 92, when they had amassed, 5,000 acres of land and etc. And today they are struggling, and they will tell you about that struggle because once white folk begin to see that you are really serious about liberation and building for yourself and for your people, they don't need to come together um, and talk about it. They already know what to do. And the banks and the insurance company, everybody just works together against you. The system is set up that way. It's interlocking. It's just like Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was a tremendous accomplishment of Black people. Right after emancipation, they began to build and amass their own economic structure, and just like Bishop Luke Edward and his people did. And, Black Wall Street was burned literally to the ground. Uh, Hundreds, if not thousands, of people were killed because we don't know really how many people were killed. We know that 40 blocks, square blocks, was burned out. But there were 150 Black towns like Wall Street all across America, and they were all destroyed. So, how do we build and protect what we build so that it is not destroyed in such a ruthless way? We don't want it destroyed, period. So, one of the things I think as we build our communities, we have to come together as a people. Say in these states that Bishop Dawson was talking about, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi. I think he mentioned North Carolina as well, but maybe not. But there are 5 states in which Black people have in the high 30s and 40s% of the voting power. So it is possible, really, if we came together to elect governors, city council, sheriffs, and etc. We have to fight on all fronts. And so if you don't have the economic power and you live in a community, you can't protect it. But if you have political power, say if you get the governor, if you get state senators, etc., the governors control not only the educational system, at least they have a great impact in appointing the chancellors and so forth. But they also are head of the militia. So they are the ones who call out the National Guard and so forth. But if our young people would go into the National Guard, we can be very effective in protecting our economics. But we have to play. This is a chess game, and we got to play the whole board. And so our educational institutions. Look what we did when we came out of slavery. We advanced so quickly that it it scared white people. And they came together because black people in 15 years after emancipation had built so many institutions. Tuskegee Institute in Tuskegee, Alabama is just one institution, but that was built, black people built that institution with bricks that they made. They built it with their hands and their labor, and they were teaching each other, each one reach one, each one teach one. We made so much progress that it is written by one senator who said that if these people continue to develop as they are, because they have already made more progress than any people um, in written history that he was aware of in the short period of time that we had just left emancipation, that it just frightened white people. So they kind of all came together, just like they're coming together now. And even with Biden being president, we have to really look at what's going on. So in these next programs, we have lined up some brothers and sisters to talk about the economy and what's happening and which situation we're in with this technology that they're using today. We have no idea how advanced the technological um, developments that have surfaced in the last 30 years, and that technology is being used against us in ways that we don't even dream of. But we need to know if we are to survive. So we're lining up some really interesting programs for you. Okay, our time is up. I'm looking at it. So I'm saying to tune in at 5 when you will be able to hear directly for yourself Bishop Luke Edwards and the members of his congregation and the leadership that's around him. Uh, Milton is going to be on next week. He is in Boston for a conference on the Congo. So he's going to join us next week. So I'm sorry to tell you he won't be with us at 3 o'clock. But Bishop Luke Edwards and his group will be with us at 5. So looking forward, I want to thank you. Hit the subscribe button, please, and ring the bell. Surprise, like all that, hit all that, so that we can keep you informed on the programs that we have coming up. And we have some really great programs. Meanwhile, we're going to say thank you and join us at 5 o'clock. Call and tell a friend.